Hello guys and welcome back to the Racing Legend 1234 YouTube channel. I'm Arvid Silver and today we keep going on our track reviews YouTube series, but today we are doing the Italian rally. But first, what's so special? Well, it's not on the mainland of Italy, it's on the little island called Sardinia. And on Sardinia, there in this rally, there is quite a bit of gravel and forests. It's a bit like the Portuguese rally, but a little bit less. So the gravel isn't as gravelly, or how you should say, it doesn't have as many stones as the Portuguese rally, or the surfaces are basically the same. But this one has everything. Okay, I'm gonna just summarize it quickly for you. It's take Portugal but a little bit less. But before we go, what are the stages? The stages for today are Baranta, Lerno, Monte di Ala, and Iteri Arena. So now, let's go to the first one, Baranta. So now we are driving in Baranta. Let's see what we have to see. So as you can instantly see, we have cliffs to the right, and we have quite a lot of rocks. And then you can also see we have more rocks on the right. So what you have to do is try and keep in the middle, because you don't want to go off the cliffs, and you don't want to hit the rocks. And there's quite a bit of vegetation too, so you'll have to try. And when you see this vegetation, you have to analyze it, see what type of it is, if it grows or a tree. And if it's a tree, you should not try and cut, but if it's grass, you can try and cut. You have to also try and find other obstacles, like little rocks and these hay bales, because they can also make you go off, and barriers too. Another thing is that if you're on gravel, it's quite a loose surface, as in its friction level isn't very high, which means that you can get a lot of understeer or oversteer. So you'll have to try to not get too much understeer and go off cliffs, or you don't want to get too much oversteer and spin, or do like that.
5 short, into right 4, very long, 30.
As you saw there, I went wide and there weren't quite a bit of rocks there, so I could escape. And that's what something else is, which is good with this stage, is that mostly when going through these stages, there is sometimes not a lot of rocks or stones on the side, so you'll have to try and see if you can. And then this little section starts here with these stone barriers and ends here. But something else, if you're driving in, let's say, this view, as you can see, there's a lot of what's it called, dirt on the windshield. But when you're pushing, and depending on the weather, you sometimes can't see what corners are coming in front of you, so they are blind. So what you'll have to do is try and look not too much in front of you where the sun is, but a little bit in front of you, and be a little bit cautious. So when you're driving in this view, you don't lose a lot of time.
And left 2 tightens, medium. And right 3 long, opens, 40. Into left 3, opens, into left 4, over crest.
There are also a few trees sometimes, you'll have to try and avoid those too, because those are another big obstacle. And the other ones are big stones and hills, because they can tip, they can make you tip, and you will lose quite a bit of time. And those two.
Right. And right 3 long, don't cut, open 60 over crest.
And there was a good example why sometimes when kissing the inside, you can lose a lot of time. So here we have a bit of vegetation, but you have to try and push. And now we are all done with this stage. Off to the next one. Let's go. So now we are on stage called the Lerno. Let's see what we have to try and avoid and what we can use.
Right bumpy, keep in. And left 3.
So instantly, as the co-driver says, there are quite a bit of bumps. So you'll have to try and be easy so you don't go too much on one side and then hit the bump and then lose control of your car.
And left 6.
So through this section you can keep flat out, because maybe not in this view, but if you can see, in this view, if I back up a bit, you can easily see where the road is going, so you can easily go through this section flat out, and then going up the hill, so you can see go a bit there, and then you have to brake a bit, so you can easily go through here. So I recommend going in any of the inside views, because then you can actually see what the like a driver, and then you easily can see the limits of the road and what you can use. Like here, for example, you see these hills, you'll have to try and avoid those, because those can damage your car.
Crest into right 3, keep in. Crest into left 4 short, downhill.
As you saw there, I hit those little hills, and they flipped me, and now I lost a ton of time.
Into right 4, we're tightened. Into left 5, tightens.
So through some of these corners, there is a bit of like empty space where you can easily cut. Like there you could see a bit. But yeah, so like here too. So you'll have to try and see where those parts are, because when there's these smaller trees, you can't cut them because they're not significant enough to use for corner cutting, let's say. Because in some other stages they're sort of the same size of trees, but you can't hit them because they have a barrier, so you don't corner cut easily. Through this jump, as I see, there's a left turn, so I don't want to be too much on the right, which is a bit of my rookie mistakes, because you go on to the right, hit all of these and hit there. So you'll have to try and keep to the left, because right after the jump it's a left turn. I don't remember what the jump is, and if you remember what the jump is, then write in the comments please. And then through here, you have to try and listen to the co-driver quite a bit, because that also happens sometimes, that you listen not fully to the co-driver, think it's a bigger corner than it actually is, and then you just slide off and crash. But now we are done with this stage. Off to the next one. Let's go. So now we are driving in Italy Arena. Let's see what we can use and not use. So going through here, you want to keep a bit to the inside. Then through here you can still push. Go through here, and then you have to try and brake a little bit so you can spin good, go like that. And then through here it's an open hairpin, so you want to keep on the inside a bit. Go through here, a tight cute hairpin, so you'll have to try and go a bit like that on the inside. Then this is a longer hairpin, so you want a bit keep on the inside like my yellow did. Okay, going straight through here, then little of a turn, and then through here you want to take a like that, a large turn. Through here it's a little jump, but because of the corner you want to go on the inside, brake a bit, then go like that. So you don't want to jump, because that makes you lose a lot of time. Then you don't want to go too much on there. Now we are done with one lap, but this is 2 laps, so I'll see you after the second lap. So now we are done with this stage, off to the last one. Let's go. What I do on this long stage is I drive quickly in a WRC car, and I show you by by going quickly what you should try and do in the situations I've talked about. So I'm done with the talking. Let's go to the driving.
30, flat right bumpy, keep in, and left 3. And right 3 downhill tightens, don't cut, 30, caution. Left 3 bumps, keep in. Into right 5, hard brake, into left 3, don't cut, opens into forest. And left 6. Into flat right, keep in, 40, left 5 long, 30, right 6, into left 5, 50, for right 3 over crest, narrows, opens, and right 4, medium. For right 3 short, into left 3 short, 40. Right 4 long over crest, tightens. Left 4 short over crest, into right 3, keep in. Crest, into left 4 short, downhill. Into right 4, bumpy, 30. Right 4 bumpy, don't cut, opens into left 3 long, keep in. Right 3 short, opens. And flat right over bumps, into right 4 tightens, into left 5 tightens. And right 4 don't cut, and left 5 short. Right 4 tightens, into left 5 short, 50. And right 4 keep in, into left 3 short, 30. Flat left over crest and left 5 opens, 50. Left 4, 50. Right 4 tightens long, narrows. And left 3 short, tightens into right 5, brake. For right 3, don't cut, tightens. And left 1. Into hairpin right, opens. For caution, big jump, into left 5, tightens 3 at junction. Into left 4, tightens over crest. Into right 5, tightens, hard brake, into left 4, short at junction, 70. And right 5 short and left 3 long. And flat right, into left 3, bumpy, keep in, over crest, 40. Right 5 and left 4 long, 30. Through gate for left 2, into flat right, long. Into right 6, short, keep in, and right 5, short. Into left 4 short, opens, 250 over crest. Right 6 tightens 4, small cut, 40. Left 4 tightens, 40. Caution, brake for hairpin right, don't cut, opens long. Into left 4 over bump. And left 3 tightens, very long over crest. And right 5 into left 5 long, tightens over crest. And right 4 into left 4 long, 50. Caution, brake, left 2, don't cut, 50. Left 6 short and right 5 tightens, long. Into left 4 tightens over crest. Into right 4 tightens 3, house in, tightens over bumps. Left 6 tightens 3, medium, don't cut. Into right 2, medium, tightens. Left 6 brake for square left, don't cut, 30. Left 3 short. Into right 4 over bump, into flat left, short over crest. into right 5, very long, tightens 4. And left 6 into right 5, short. And left 6 into right 5, short, 40. Into left 5, 60. Left 5 tightens, into right 4 short and kinks. Into left 3 narrows, don't cut, and right 5. Caution, brake, square left, opens, 30. Left 5. And left 4 short, into right 3, very long. Into left 5 short, tree in, into right 5, 50. Into left 3 long, opens, 200, bumpy. Caution, left 5, brake, into right 3, short, very narrow, cut, into flat left and right 3. Into left 4, don't cut, narrows, keep into right 4. And left 1 medium, don't cut, into right 3, cut. And flat left tightens, bumpy. Into right 3 tightens, into left 4 short, don't cut. Into right 2, opens. Into flat left and right 5, don't cut. Into left 4, short. Into right 5, short. Into left 1, don't cut. And hairpin right, into flat left, small cut. Into right 4, into left 3. Into right 4 short and hairpin left, small cut. Into right 5 and flat left, into right 4 short. Into flat right over crest, 100. Caution, right 3, don't cut, keep middle, 30. Hard brake for left 2, very narrow, and right 2, medium, 50. Left 3 opens and right 1 opens, 30. Left 3 opens and right 1 opens, 30. Hairpin left opens. Into flat right bumpy and left 3 narrows. And left 3 short over crest into right 4. And crest into right 5. And left 3 medium, tightens. Into right 3 medium, 30. Hairpin left, don't cut, 50, bumpy. Right 3 long, 100. Right 4 short, keep in, and left 4 short, bumpy, 30. Left 6 short, narrows over crest, into right 5, 30. Left 6 and left 4, don't cut. And left 3, 50. And right 4, short, don't cut, and left 5, bumpy, opens, 50. Left 4 short, into right 4. For hairpin right at junction. And left 3 short, into right 5, tightens, medium. And left 3, don't cut, into right 4, short. And left 3, keep in, uphill, into right 4, tightens, over crest, 30. And left 3, keep in, uphill, into right 4, tightens, over crest, 30. And right 4, don't cut, 30. Left 3, very long, tightens. right 3 short into left 4 short. And right 6 tightens 4 into left 6 long for finish.
And so we are done with this rally. What have we learned today? Well, it's a gravel stage, so that means the surface is slippery and you can get a lot of understeer and oversteer. There are quite a bit of vegetation, not just the trees, but there's also a bit of grass which you can cut. There's also a bit of sections where you can go flat out, and there are also very slow sections which have quite a lot of stones beside them. Next rally will be Kenya Rally, but for now, I've been Racing Legend, you have been my amazing viewers, thank you for watching, goodbye.